here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. because we want to grow you as a defender.
The defender seeks the challenge of standing up for what's morally and ethically right, and is willing to step forward and put themselves in harm's way because they believe that sacrifice and love is the way to do things.
And what we mean by that is that you can grow as a good shooter, but what we're really here for is to help you grow personally as a defender. We know that personal growth and shooting growth go hand in hand, and we want to work to help you become better people in your lives, in your everyday lives, and that's going to translate to your shooting on the range. So that's what we're here for. Hello, everybody. We are on a Defenders Live pre-show on a Tuesday night. I have a couple of guests I want to introduce you to, but first, please shout out if you can hear me and see me, as this is a test. I don't know if you've been with us for the last couple of weeks, but we've been having a few technical difficulties, so we wanted to do a pre-show here and just test things out and make sure everything is working. So if you can hear me and see me, please shout out in the comments. I'll be bringing on a couple of guests here in a minute. Looks like they're able to see us and hear us, so that's good. So I've got Adam Winch, the founder and lead instructor at Defenders USA, with us here tonight, and another guest I'll bring on here in a minute. Adam is back in Arizona from a crazy, crazy week at the Active Self-Protection National Conference. And let me bring in my other guest, JT Grover from RevTech. Am I saying that right, JT?
Yeah, absolutely. RevTech. Oh, you've got a dog? I've got a dog. Oh, man.
So these two guys are with me tonight. They're going to talk a little bit about the national conference they've been at in Kansas. And we've got a short little slideshow we want to talk about, too. There are some really good photos that were taken last week, and I wish I had more of them. But Sarah Hopman took a couple of really, really good ones I'd like to share with you guys. JT, what happened, man? Are you still there? Okay, good. I can't hear you, JT. We can't hear you.
I know, I'm trying.
Oh, there you are.
There you go. Now we got you. Now we got you.
Okay,
Nope.
cool. No?
You've got me again?
You're going in and out. Now you're in.
Nah, I know. I just put my ears back in. Sorry. Yep. My son called me during this. I literally was like, come on, guys. Nobody talked to me for just 15 minutes. You know? Yeah.
Oh, so that's what it is. Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
So tell me, guys, tell me all of the shenanigans you've been up to for the last week. Adam, you were in Colorado, then you went out to Kansas, and
yes. So I just got off of about a 3.5-week tour from Houston to all over Colorado, then to Kansas, where the Active Self-Protection National Conference just ended at the Flint Hills Foster Team Camp. And that's where I met JT, and a bromance just started, right? I realized I'm in the presence of a Ninja Navy SEAL SWAT cop here, a real shooter, and somebody I can learn from. And so he was dumb enough to invite me into his little long-range precision course for 4 hours. So I hung around for a little bit in the classroom. I realized this dude knows what he's doing. And not only that, he's actually got a good sense of humor, and better yet, he's good looking. So I hung around. I hung around for a little bit, and then I had to go teach something. And then the next day, I was dumb enough to invite him into my class to help me teach a fighting rifle class. And I realized once again, I'm sitting in the presence of a Ninja Navy SEAL SWAT cop, and the bromance blossomed.
Mm-hmm.
So this was what class was this, Adam?
So that was my fighting rifle class. Off to, as you're looking at it to the right, you can see JT right there. And for those of you watching, if you don't have the sense of humor that I do here, understand something, he got immediately titled the hot chick. So he was the hot chick throughout the course and the demo model and everything like that. And he shoots like crazy. So he's over on the right looking all Ninja Navy SEALish. And there's again him on the right there. And he helped me out for that class, and it was fantastic.
And what's going on here, JT? This was your class?
This was my class, and we were just talking the fundamentals. You can see, obviously, by this picture how many squats Adam has done in his life, roughly thousands and thousands and thousands. So it just made sense for him to get behind that gun for all the females in the class.
Oh my
but
gosh. I can't believe
but
it.
yeah, so we were teaching just the fundamentals of safety, and 15 minutes, but we were just teaching the fundamentals of safety here first, and then the fundamentals of marksmanship. And really, they cross the boards. They cross. It doesn't matter if it's a pistol or a rifle, but we needed to talk about this stuff with these guys quickly before we got out on the range.
Yeah, that's important. And what's this one all about?
Oh, that's Adam's class, and I was starstruck here. So I was sending it to my mom, just letting her know that I made it. I finally hit the top, the pinnacle of my career and getting to co-teach, assist. I was literally assisting. He makes it sound like I was co-teaching. I was there to learn. And every once in a while, he had me demo something. And I sucked at it. If he wanted to be honest, it was a pretty rough day for me. So
don't listen to him, Laura. It was brains, brilliance, and beauty. That was JT the whole time.
Well, JT, there might be some people here that don't know you. Can you tell us about your business and where you're located and what you do up there? Yeah,
absolutely. Our headquarters is in Jackson, Nebraska. We have a beautiful place up here in the hills, and then we travel all over teaching long-range precision, and then a variety of tactics and other courses, right? We started, as far as that stuff goes, just because I needed a little gun money and I didn't want to take it from my family. And then it turned into just this full-time. In 2015, 5 years after we started, I had to really quit everything else I was doing, except for the guard. I'm still in the guard. I'm guard bumming. You can tell by the, dirty girl, nasty girl. What do they call it? Yeah, nasty girl. Yeah, and which is awesome because this is what I look like. But I get to still lead a bunch of cool guys, and I'm in an airborne infantry unit and lead snipers. So precision is my bread and butter, but we still carry ARs and we carry pistols, and we have to be masters of all of those things, which I have not mastered yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah.
So Laura, generally, sniper types can't shoot a handgun to save their lives.
I've heard
this dude kind of is the anomaly. He can really shoot. So, and he's not telling you his full background, what little I've dug into it here. So, again, it's RevTac, so Revolution Tactics short for. And I've been fangirling over these guys for a while, and finally just randomly happened to run into him. And wow, for those of you watching, get to know RevTac. Go like them on Facebook, find them wherever it is, learn from them.
rev-tac.com is the website, right?
I'm hoping they can take some time to go learn from them, and maybe even be willing to come in and take a look at some of our courses with, Russell and Miles and Hank and whoever.
Yeah,
we're looking. Yeah. I want to come take a course from you guys because I know you have some really top-notch dudes that work for you. So I'm excited to do that. And you know what? I mean, this, both Adam and Laura, but iron sharpens iron, right? And so I try to seek out guys who are better than me. And so it was, first off, let me tell you, I went to that Ask National Conference, and no joke, out of the maybe 20 instructors there, the first 10 just crushed my soul as far as this shoot in, let's call it a shoot in, where you have to shoot to show what you know. And Adam shot the drill clean in 5 seconds. Adam, he's like, I don't know, whatever. And then I shot the same drill, and I think it was either 1 out or clean, but it took 10 seconds, literally twice the time, right? I had to reload the powder in my muskets a few times. So a lot of
He's still stuck in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, JT, don't feel bad, because if I'm half as fast as Adam, I feel like I'm pretty fast.
Oh, and you are. Normal human beings would be happy with that. Yeah. But it was really good.
We're having classes up in Montana. It will be awesome. We're having long range AR fighting rifle and 3-day handgun in Montana the end of October. So that'd be awesome if you wanted to come to Montana.
I would love that. Montana is so beautiful, and I'm always looking for an excuse. This is how I vacation, is teaching or taking classes. I mean, try to
Yeah.
find somewhere beautiful and go better ourselves, you know. But
If
yeah,
you
I would
grace
love
us
to.
with your presence, we'd love to have you.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
absolutely. Yeah. Are you going to be there, Adam?
Yeah,
He's
all
teaching
day.
it.
Yeah.
Except for the
well,
long range.
great.
He won't be teaching the long range.
Yeah, your guys will, right? You've got some
That-
good guys for that.
Russell's going to be up there teaching it.
So is it a week? Is it a week long of?
So
Yeah.
that one is November 3rd through the 6th. So it's 4 days long.
The long range.
Okay.
It's normally 5 days, but we had to shorten it down due to a couple things to 5 days, or 4 days, but it'll be 4 long days. And we're going to go a long ways with it.
Good. And then what comes first? The gunfighting stuff? Or
Yeah, so I think it's October 28th or something through the 30th or something like that. It's 3 days
Let
of
me look it
handgun.
up.
Yeah, it's like fundamentals all the way through advanced fighting.
So the
with
3-day
handgun.
handgun starts on October 28th through October 30th, and then fighting rifle applications is November 1st and 2nd, and then long range is November 3rd through the 6th.
Which is
Good.
what that 4-hour class you and I did with the rifles, it's expanded, for 2 more days.
Oh
So-
man, I could take that for 2 days straight and be happy, die happy. Yeah.
Or
That was-
come help co-teach that thing.
Ooh, I need to
Yeah.
practice quite a bit before then.
Ooh.
But yeah, absolutely. That would be fun. And you guys are welcome here. I'm excited to get Adam out here. Laura, you are always welcome here too. Whether you want to teach, whatever you want to teach here. We essentially teach the same things in different ways. And
Yep.
man,
Yep.
I loved hearing your take on things, and to come home, and I haven't been home very long. I think we got home yesterday maybe, or the day
Mhm.
before, I don't remember, but there's things that I want to take, and I want to go apply on the range here and see how that how that translates into.
Same thing. I listened to you describe stuff, do things. I sat there and went, I've never thought of it that way. And it was completely awesome. Iron sharpens iron. So just learning from you, that was a highlight. Just truly a highlight.
And what were some of the other names of the instructors that were there, Adam?
Oh, we could go on and on. From Neil Widener.
Would you say there were like 20?
Chuck Haggard. Chuck Haggard was there.
I mean, Chris Bean, who's on here as Tactical Advantage, right? He was there, right? John Correa, Tim Reedy, Riley Bowman, Brian McLaughlin, Stephanie Widener. We could go on and on and on and on. Carrie Dudenhofer is going to be on here soon. Just Brian Hill. We could go on and on and on. Some of the big names out there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No wonder you guys are so worn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I didn't have to drive for 2 days, but we Tanya and I, when we competed in the Cola Warrior, I think Tan got second in the women's class the day before we came down, and then I ended up in third overall. And that's, if you guys ever want a disgusting competition, compete in that. But so long story short, a bunch of sugar and pop and stuff beforehand. I felt like trash the whole weekend. And so now I'm excited to take a few days to rest before we go into our next sniper comp. So
awesome. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. I know Adam is definitely recovering from lots and lots of driving, and it sounds like you've got a lot going on too. You're building new things at your range or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're building a shoot house for these guys. I mean, when SEAL Team 2 comes in, you've got to have stuff looking good. So we're building, we're modifying the walls of our shoot house for this competition, and we've got helicopter coming in Thursday or Friday. We've got our special operation buggies out of Arizona coming in. Tom cars, if you've never, in Phoenix, you guys probably know these guys. So, and so Rom and his boys are coming in with those things, and we've got a crazy defensive driving course. Maybe I'll leave it up, and when you guys come visit, you'll get to just roll through some of this stuff.
JT, can you quickly kind of tell us what your range encompasses, like how big it is and what kind of bays and all that stuff?
Yeah. So I like to say that we're relatively primitive, but I'm also extremely blessed with an amazing facility. I don't know if you can see it. You'll have to look at it online. But so we've got classrooms, we've got a gun shop, we've got a gunsmith, We've got a custom holster maker in here. We have a rock wall inside.
Wow.
And then we have a lounge that happens to have a bar. No drinking while you're shooting. But anyway, and then outside we've got axe throwing. We've got a stocked pond. We've got 2 pistol pits. And then we have a long range for our range members that has a bunch of like PRS stuff on it. And then steel out to 800 meters, right? And then we travel a few miles down the road and we've got our land nav course on 1,000 acres, and we've got we can shoot 2 miles. All right, and then you go to our location in Platte, South Dakota, and that's on 1,500 acres, and it's the most beautiful ground you'll ever see in this area. I mean, you guys are kind of spoiled, but and then we get to travel all over. I mean, we're going to be at Tallgrass shooting facility in the spring next year, teaching down there, and that's a gorgeous place to shoot also.
So for people who don't know, Tallgrass is the exact same as Flint Hills Foster Teen Camp. It's their shooting range, so it's where we just came from, near Manhattan, Kansas, and near Fort Riley for those of you from the Army.
Yeah, the Big Red One, right?
And you're an hour north of Omaha, is that right?
Yeah, I'm about an hour and a half, I think, if you drive slow. If you drive the speed limit, it's an hour and a half. It's generally an hour. But and, you know, really, we don't have a ton of competition in the area. We have Tactical 88 Tactical, something like that in Omaha, but their price point is considerably more than ours. So we get to kind of we're in the Midwest. Unless you're in a big city, people do not spend money. It's like you have to pry it out of their wallets to train. So, yeah.
And did you say you have cabins there?
Yeah, so we have a cabin on the pond. We built this with combat vets, for combat vets to stay in. And then if you want to donate to our nonprofit, contactfront.org, you can actually stay in the cabin and, I mean, get on the rope swing, shower in the waterfall. I mean, it's beautiful out here. So, yeah.
Wow, you make quite a playground out there for yourself and others.
Yeah, we absolutely have. We want this place to be more of an experience than just guns, you know? Yeah. And that's been kind of the neat thing about this. We've been able to draw on people who would not normally be willing to be involved in the gun community because there's more to do out here. 3D archery. I mean, you know, so yeah, it's neat. Oh, cool. Paintball. We have paintball. We have 3 paintball fields out here. Yeah, we have so much stuff. Yeah.
You really should just tell us what you don't have, because it sounds like you've checked all the boxes.
Fainting goats. We want some fainting goats out here, but
that would help. Yeah.
You should get a pet goat. You should get
we should. Well, and you know, I am excited to trick you guys into coming here somehow. So none of that stuff is true that I said, but I'm hoping that you guys come here and you know, still teach classes.
Boom. We're there.
Awesome.
We're there. So
cool.
So you want to tell people what's coming up here tomorrow night, Laura?
Yeah, I just wanted to real quick. I've got a slide for that. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we're having Robert Almonte on. He's a retired U.S. Marshal, and we're going to have a really in-depth conversation about what he knows about the cartel world in America. And guys, I really encourage you to tune in for this, because you know, we talk about personal growth as shooters and all this stuff, but I think part of personal growth is being well informed. And I would say, wouldn't you, Adam, that he is one of the premier experts in this subject right now?
If not one of the premier experts, right? He sits in front of the FBI director, in front of Congress, Senate, ABC, Fox News, you name it. You're going to find that some of this we're going to have to tone down for this type of thing, because the stuff he shows, I've been through this training, and somebody I love very deeply has been too, and can be extraordinarily graphic when you understand the cartels. If you don't know cartels, believe me, they are in your town. I don't care if it's little bitty dinky Whitehall, Montana, the cartel is there. And I think we in America desperately need to know this, especially those of us who are defenders. And this is going to be, I think, a salient, touching, and very pointed interview with this guy.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be very eye-opening, I think, as well. So good information to know for all of us. The world is changing quickly, so we have to be aware of what's going on. So, All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you off the hook for tonight. So, Adam, you can go get some rest and much needed rest. And JT, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to cut it short for tonight, but it looks like, as far as I can tell, you guys didn't see any lag time or the screen didn't freeze up or anything on my end, I hope. Did it? Okay, good. So
awesome.
we'll hope and pray we got those issues fixed. And everybody else out there, we'll see you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And until then, take care. And thank you guys again for coming on.
Good night.
Awesome.